Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Fidelio Incident. Where did we leave off? We found this other bunker thing and then we tried to make our way out here, or did we make our way out here? I do not recall, which is unfortunate. I think we made our way out here. And I think we got a page of the diary from there. And then we turned around. I also turned up all the sounds, because it was relatively quiet in the recording, and I think it should be better now. At least I hope it is. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I think there's nothing left for us to do here. We have to cross the water again, which just seems very scary. I don't like the idea of doing it. Yeah, this is not good. I don't like this. I very much don't like this. Okay, where's the fire? We need some warmth here. There we go. Is this just smoke?
Stanley took me to this lovely old tree on the cliffs overlooking the sea. It was just the perfect spot. Then I saw there were notches carved into the trunk. I pointed them out to him and asked him how many other girls had he brought here. Stanley laughed and said when he was just a lad, he and his dad would come to the same spot for picnics, and Paddy would notch the tree to show how much Stanley had grown. I turned as red as a beetroot and muttered some kind of apology. When we sat down to eat lunch, I saw another notch at the base of the tree. When I asked him what that one was for, he winked and said, Margaret Kane.
If she knew I was reading her journal, she'd just... Don't even think it.
Alright, so 1985. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But this is not warm apparently. So where's the next warm thing? This is not good. Let's run. Can we make it over there? That's pretty far. I think we need to take a left here. I hate this. The ice.
Thin ice.
Yeah. I don't like the thin
Got
ice.
to be careful.
I died, I think.
I've got to be careful.
How are you supposed to get that then? Are you supposed to just die there? I don't think I had enough time to get back. I mean, we could have tried this fire again, but that's pretty far too. I tried to go for this again. I got pretty close. It was like right here, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Also, I don't know if this like... I hate this. I need to check if the page is there still. I should have checked in my inventory. It is here, okay. Let's turn around then. It's actually, yeah, okay. Back this way, I guess. Back over the thin ice. There we go. So we did correct it, even though we died. It didn't like checkpoint us back to here. Yeah, I should have just checked the inventory right away. No. I don't like this.
The summers in Munich are beautiful. The palazzas are full of tourists, so Stanley and I blend right in. But even in the sea of anonymous faces, we have to be careful. Today, I was sitting in the park with my lunch when this young man with a big fancy camera came up to me. He was handsome and stylish, a real artsy type, and he asked if he could take some photos of me. Obviously, I had to say no. But then he said something that caught me off guard. He said that my eyes were the saddest he'd ever seen. Of course they are, I said. I'm Irish. I left everything on the bench and disappeared into the crowd.
Alright, so 1990, they're already... So 85, they just met, it seems. With the tree and stuff. It seems like early relationship things. And then 1990, they're already in Munich and hiding. Can't, take photos, because who knows where they'll end up. Something happened in between 85 and 90 apparently, but I don't know what. I mean, something. It has to be related to the Northern Ireland conflict thing, right? What's it called in? What do the British call it? The Troubles, right? Yeah. So, yeah, definitely an interesting topic, but not necessarily in a good way. Anyway, 10 days and Stanley's last nightmares, the prayers of working. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, all the nightmare stuff. So Stanley did something, or was part of something, or witnessed something. I don't know. It's not good, though. Let's go this way. I just, like... I hate this, like, the sensation of the ice. Like, it really just drops a little bit. Like, you can feel... it slipping away beneath your feet. I don't like it. I think we should check this place too, for sure. But there's another page.
Mother begged me not to go, but I assured her it was a peaceful rally. Molly wouldn't go with me. She was afraid the army would show up. So I dragged Stanley with me. I thought for sure he'd want to be there because his father was one of the speakers. Paddy Whitaker was an electrifying presence. People were cheering and clapping as he spoke about the end to the violence. A peaceful end to the troubles. He spoke with such conviction, I nearly wept. But when I looked over at Stanley, he was wearing fucking headphones and messing with his cassette player. He said he'd heard it all before. I couldn't believe it. He has no idea how lucky he is.
So yeah, obviously there, you know, some stuff to unpack here, I guess. So Paddy Whitaker, Stanley's father, so I guess Stanley's last name is Whitaker, and then he spoke in public about an end to the violence, peaceful end to the troubles. But Stanley doesn't buy it, and what's her name? Oh man, what's her name? Leonore? Something like that. Obviously, we had the thing about her father coming out of prison. Where is it? Yeah, my father's getting out of prison. Michael O'Shea. So obviously she would rather have the public speaking, probably very charismatic, Paddy Whitaker as a father. So yeah, that's the how lucky he is thing. I'm pretty sure. But maybe Stanley is right about his dad. I don't know. It's too early to form an opinion on anyone here. So this is going to be another checkpoint thing, presumably. Can I even go up there? I don't think so. This might be the only way forward. But I do want to find all the diary pages, and I don't know how. Also, we got the rest of the code, right? 31280 is the entirety of it. It's weird that I can walk right through that. Alright. 5 key, yeah.
First the shelter, now this lock. I've got to find a way through. I don't believe it. Those numbers from the journal. This makes no sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I don't want to drop in there. Like, no. That's suicide. I mean, I think I have to go down that, but I don't want to swim. It looks very cold. Like I'm freezing out here. I don't feel like getting wet would be a good idea. Are there any more diary pages out this way or something? Yeah, I don't think so. I guess, oh yeah, around the corner there, that's where we should have gone, instead of across. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, this does not make sense. So maybe this is all not real. The whole plane crash and everything. And this whole place is very desolate. Like, even for what it's supposed to be, it's very empty. There's just not a lot happening here. That might be the thumbnail. Alright, here goes nothing, I guess. Don't want to miss anything. But it's hard to look around here, it's very dark. Is there air up here? Yeah.
Freezing. Oh, what? Oh.
Enough complaining. Where do these pipes go? What is this thing?
Still alive.
How? Getting closer to the volcano, though. Can we go up here? We can, I guess. Yes. What is that? That looks weird. Oh, that looks really cool back here, though. Can I not go? Oh, I can't go over that ridge, really. All right. I guess we warm up again before we move on. And then we'll just have to. These weird blue shimmering lights on the rocks. Very nice. Very atmospheric.
Warm. Got to get warm.
Yes, I'm working on it, Stan.
Oh, this valve. Maybe. That's good. Oh, thank God.
I mean, this is also a very nice view. Why can I, like, shut it off again? Might be part of, like, a puzzle? It doesn't really seem like that kind of game, though. Like, so far it's very straightforward. You just go from A to B to C to D and so on.
I don't know what's wrong with that man. Stanley came into Rory's pub tonight, sweaty and out of breath. His eye was swollen, his lip was bleeding, and he looked as proud as a peacock. He and one of his no-good mates went messing into East Belfast to stir up trouble. Stanley had the brilliant idea to spray the Story Plough over a Unionist mural, but they got caught by some locals and they got into a scrap. Rory thought that was a gas and bought Stanley a pint. I told Stanley he was an idiot. What if he'd been caught by the guard or the UVF? They'd have bloody killed him. But he was just too proud of himself to listen.
Alright. So spray over a Unionist mural, so they are not on the Unionist side. So what's that, like Republican and Unionist, I think? Right? As in Republican, they want the Republic of Ireland, an independent Ireland. And you know, a unified Ireland, Northern Ireland and Ireland. But yeah, probably not a good idea in those times to go around and stirring up trouble, because yeah, lots of people died. I mean, it's still not really all the way behind us, this conflict. So I don't know. And now with Brexit and the threat of a hard Brexit and possible strict border between Northern Ireland and Ireland. Yeah, not good. not good at all. What's going on here? Nothing. It's just very dark. But this is a dead end up here, right? Or can I climb this? Nah. Okay. So can I cross over that ridge now from that pipe? From the valve? Maybe. It seems like I can, right? And I guess we'll go down down to that next pipe and then over to the fire up there? Yeah. Let's hope there's a way to get some steam going here. No, but there's a door. That's just locked, apparently. It's not good. I'm gonna die. No, there's fire. I might make it. I might die. It's gonna be very close. I made it. Wow. That was very close, though. Man, yeah, I like this place. What's this part of the plane? I fell off. Can I get up there? I wanna get up there. Okay, I can. Is that a part of the wing? I guess it is, right? Has to be. But I don't think I can actually get up there, so... But I think we're getting really close to the... well, to the peak, at least. I'm not sure if that's the end. I don't think it will be. Feels like that would be too easy. There's a seat. Let's pick up bigger parts of the plane here. It does seem like there are too many parts of the plane, though. Like, the plane was not that big, was it? I guess it was like a freight plane. I don't know. Maybe there's like lots of plane to go around. Okay, so this is open. What happens here?
Is this another bunker? How many are there?
Is that not? Oh, it is warm. Okay. I don't know how many bunkers there are. I don't even know why there are any bunkers up here. Wait. Is that the... no, it's a different fire, right? Or is that the one where we just were... no, it's a different one. There's a page here. Right? Yeah.
Stanley can still surprise me, even after all this time. We drove out for a picnic at our tree by the ocean, but when we got there, Stanley pulled a guitar case out of the boot. I had no idea he played guitar. All afternoon we laid together, in the grass, under the tree, while Stanley strummed and plucked away. It was grand. Then he told me to close my eyes. I told him he better not have any funny ideas, but he said he tried learning a new song just for me. After a few bars, it started to sound familiar, but I couldn't stop myself from kissing him before he could finish the song. I'll let him finish it for me someday.
So September 26th. And then December was... yeah, Mike coming out of prison. 1919 Munich. So that was after that. Okay, so they get orders chronologically here. That's good. So the trouble in East Belfast was before the guitar playing under the tree. The peaceful rally was in August. Or in June. Okay, it's the earliest one so far. Okay. Just trying to get a feel for like the timeline. Because I do sort of care. I don't know. I'm already invested in these characters and the story. I do want to understand as much as I can about the characters and their journey. Helviti. That doesn't sound like a
You've got
place.
to be kidding me. Everything's frozen. And I'm running out of time.
I mean, at least there's one more path. It could also be frozen. But that's just that door again. So where am I going now? Oh, that steam is new. Did I turn it on with that valve up there? Maybe. That might be connected. Because I don't think there was steam here before. Or maybe there was? I don't know now. But the fact that there is steam here makes me think I need to go this way. I'm confused though. What was the point of that whole bunker thing? It's just like a tunnel, basically. Back to that other door. But there's more fire, or smoke at least.
My face hurts from trying to smile all night. I can't blame Stanley. There's no way he could have known. He's not that cruel. He knew I was named after Beethoven's opera and just assumed that I'd be a fan. But it was my father who loved the opera. He'd blast those records into the night and stagger about with a half-empty bottle, waving it in time with the music. It was terrifying. But I love Stanley. So I gripped his hand and smiled through the entire performance.
Alright. So that's okay, so we're dying back into Fidelio, the opera. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Mike
These pipes
is drinking.
must all be connected.
Well, yeah, that would make sense. The pipes are connected, right? It would be weird to have just separate sets of pipes independently.
Stanley, are you there? Oh, it's so cold. I can't stop shivering. My leg is gone numb. At least it doesn't hurt anymore. I might have fallen asleep. Oh, I thought I heard voices. I don't remember what time it is. I think it'll be dark soon. But I don't think I'll make it through the night. Stanley, you've got to stay warm.
Oh, God. Hypothermia must be setting in.
Yeah. You don't have much time. I don't know how much time, but it can't be a lot. I don't know if that makes any sense to turn these on like that. Because I don't know, like we left that one on, but then we turned the other one off. Maybe you should turn them all on or off. There are lamps there, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it until just now, basically. But yeah, she doesn't sound good on the phone there, so it's probably not a good sign. What's that red stuff? I don't want to get too close just yet, because there might be stuff down here still. That's the thing. Is there actually any fire here though? Yeah, there is. I don't know which way is the way to go and which way has maybe just another diary page or two. But I don't want to miss out. There's a page here, so definitely right here.
Molly and I snuck out to a party tonight. It was in full swing by the time we got there, meaning all the boys were bollocksed. Well, not all. We weren't there long when this beautiful lad hands me a beer and said his name was Cullen. Oh, he was tall with bright green eyes and he wore neon-coloured runners. I asked him if it was his party. He shook his head and said that knew it was my party. Then he turned and waved his hand around like he was the great fucking Gatsby. And the first thing we saw was Stanley Whittaker throwing up in the kitchen sink. I laughed and said he could have his party back. Oh, we blathered for a while and we were really getting on when Stanley Whittaker stumbled over and asked Colin if he ever wore those shoes outside. And before I could tell him to fuck off, Stanley asked Colin if he knew I was the daughter of Michael O'Shea. I felt my legs go numb. Colin couldn't get away from me fast enough.
Okay, so it was not just Michael O'Shea, probably not just a small-time drunk who ended up in prison. If that's the, you know, just speak his name and people try to get away. Probably someone who has a bit more of a criminal like reputation. Very Irish names everywhere. I like it though, which makes sense. I mean, it's set in Ireland, so obviously the characters have Irish names, but they are do for the most part, at least. Not sure if Stanley is particularly Irish, but it's fine. There my
Oh, shit! Hail!
hail, really?
Hail's too strong. I can't get through.
Can it even hail like that? Yeah, well, yeah, maybe it could. I don't know. I don't know enough about hail. Like you need like an updraft. Like you need warm air rising that lifts the ice up again, so it can grow basically, and then thaw and be big enough to not melt on the way down. And there's steam here everywhere, so maybe it could hail. I don't know. It seems like a possibility at least. And the volcano too. I don't know. Yeah, there could be a way. Like there's definitely an updraft of sorts. So what is this then? The other way? The right way? The only way? Or a dead end? Oh, this looks like a door.
This thing. Christ, I hope it's big enough to protect me.
Oh, okay. I'm using this as a shield against the hail. Sure. So you should have grabbed it right away. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it seems like a plausible way to protect yourself, right? That door should probably be sturdy enough to hold off some hail, I would say. Not indefinitely, but, you know, just to get through. Maybe. I believe. I'm not really holding it up very well.
The door. It's working. Kiss my arse. Fucking island.
Yep, very, very Irish.
The black smoke. Nearly there.
I actually am nearly there, yeah. Are we out of the hill yet?
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh Christ, what now?
No.
Oh fuck! Help! Help me!
Yeah, that's not good. Prison? Yeah. So is that now like a memory? A dream? Or is this reality? Was the whole Iceland thing in my mind, in my head? Did I never get away? Have I been in prison for 30 years? What's going on? I have so many questions. Also,
No. No! I was right there. What do you want from me?
where am I
Tell me
now?
what you want from me. Pull it together, Stanley. The sooner you find Leonore, the sooner you can get her off this fucking island. Just find her.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad plan to go and find Leonore, but how are we going to get off the island? Also, where am I? I have no, like, I can't see anything now. Like, up until this point, we always had the volcano, we always had the black smoke as, or maybe it was not even a volcano, maybe the black smoke is from the plane, and it's just a normal mountain peak. But either way, we always had that as a point of reference, but now I have no clue where I am, and I can't see any other fires or lights or steam or pipes or anything. Just a whole bunch of chains. Really big looking chains. If I were mean, I would now say that they're, you know, meant to be shipped to America because they're so big. But I'm not mean, so I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. Instead, I'm just gonna end the episode here. And I'll see you next time. We maybe get to the end already? I don't know. It feels like we might be approaching the final act of this here story, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll find out. And I hope you join me for that. Bye-bye.